this is Cherry, and today I am doing something that I have rarely done even in my entire life basically. So today I'll be putting on makeup while I talk about some things I come across during this week, and yeah, it's gonna have a chit chat. So I have my skincare on, I have my sunscreen on, and now I'm just going to put out my hair. So yeah, I put this on earlier. The thing that my friend recommended, apparently it's a kind of sebum to help you tone down the redness in my face. As you can see, it's pretty red. And then I put on this sunscreen. It's from ZA Insta Beauty. Okay, and then now I am going to use the Media foundation to just even out my skin tone. Today what I wanted to talk about is I come across a very interesting content on YouTube, and the guy is talking about how short form content is killing our brain. It's making us more crazy and crazier. It's basically destroying us. And I was like, okay, I think they're going to do the same thing where they talk about social media is destroying us, blah blah blah, right? Nothing special. But the short form content really attracted my something inside of me. So I checked it, and the guy was basically talking about how we doom scroll, right? And it's easier to doom scroll these days because we have short form content. And now, what do you mean short form content? Is like TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, right? Where every video is at most a minute, okay, or at a minimum 15 seconds. So even if you don't like it, you can just watch for 15 seconds, and then you'll be done with it. Those kind of videos will be in the short form content. I assume every single one of us, if you're using social media, you are familiar with it. Some people even say they only watch short form content, right? That is all they like to watch. And I don't do any concealer stuff because I'm not a professional. I suck at it. But yeah, what he was basically saying is that in order for you to get attention out of plethora of content, right, the content has to somehow evoke an emotion inside of you. Okay, so I am going to go into my eyeshadow and like add some colors to my eyes. So bear with me. So yeah, what he was saying that, for example, is if you see a video about somebody getting bullied, okay, if you don't resonate with it, okay, maybe you are not interested in it, you will scroll it away, okay, right? You wouldn't spend a minute of it. That's how fickle and fast our emotion and attention span these days are. So if you are paying attention to those kind of content, it must mean that you are feeling something from watching it, right? So in order to feel something, your brain is actually emitting some kind of chemical reactions or some hormones for it, okay? So for example, if you watch a video and you feel very happy, your brain is emitting serotonin, okay? And if you watch something depressing and you feel sad or even anxious, you are getting stress hormones like cortisol from your brain. So imagine you are doom scrolling, and after every 15 seconds or so, okay, your emotions go from happy to sad to anxious to getting worried to getting confused even, right? What do you think is happening in our brain in that very short-term moment? One moment it is excreting serotonin. After 15 seconds, you tell the brain to emit oxytocin or maybe cortisol. So the brain is like, I cannot handle it. This is too much. And it's not just even 15 minutes. You are doing it for hours and hours and like maybe daily. What do you think will happen to our little brain, right? It's gonna get burnout, obviously. And then your brain in daily situations is gonna be like, oh, this is too much. I am very sensitive, right? I cannot handle it. Okay, one moment I'm happy, another moment I'm sad. It is just how I've been trained to, right? So that's why people these days, you will see that they are very sensitive. Okay, that's why these days people are getting way too sensitive. Okay, because that's how they are training their brain to be every day. It's not even our brain problem, or it's because we're not normal, or we're just a sensitive person. Of course there's a small amount of people to that, and but normally when you feel like you're having ADHD, or when you're feeling too anxious, too sensitive, because that's how you've been training yourself to be like. Okay, and you cannot even blame your brain for it. And after listening to it, I feel like something nicks inside of me, because I may have already know this is the problem with me and short form content and what I've been doing to myself, but nobody really say it out loud. So I feel like this has not enlightened me. Yes, okay, I feel like I'm still doing something that is not taking much of my time, right? I feel like scrolling, it's just 15 seconds, it's nothing much, right? It's not like I'm watching a YouTube video or like a Netflix show, but it is causing more damages than I thought it would be on my brain. So now that I know it, I kind of cut down and I'm like more aware when I'm doing it, right? I'm like, okay, Cherry, now your brain might be switching from happy to sad in a spur of a moment. And being aware is the very first step, I think. Some people, they don't even know what they're doing, so they kept doing it, right? When you're aware of it, you can kind of educate yourself, kind of stop yourself if you want to, right? This is very delicate, and this is not something I'm good at, so I'm taking a while. In the video, he actually goes on to explain how these rich kids and their parents won't let them scroll on their phones for hours and hours, not even mention about short form content, right? I don't really care about those people, nor I feel like that is my goal. Maybe when I get older, I don't know, but not for now, right? But it is quite challenging, because in Chinese we call it 玻璃心, and direct translation would be like a glass heart, means your ego and your mindset is very soft and very fickle, that when somebody say bad things about you, or somebody gives you criticism, even though it is in constructive criticism, you just break down, because you are like a tower of brittle glasses, and somebody pokes you and you just fall crumbling down. So having that metaphor in mind, I think it helps a lot. Now I'm more aware of what I'm doing with my time, and I spend more time and energy and effort to just consume the videos and the contents that are a little bit more educational, more thought-provoking, and something that I have to really focus and take a little bit of time out of my day to understand what is their point. You see, that is pretty much it. I'm almost done. I've add some colors. I have curled the lashes. I don't usually do my eyebrow, but my mom is like, you should do it, but I don't want to do it. Okay, and I have always been the kind of girl where I'm afraid of adding blush. You wouldn't know, but blush is a very powerful thing, this little guy. So I use the same color on my eyes and on my blush, and what I do is I combine these two colors together, and then I just dab it off and then put it on my little cheeky cheek. So yeah, and what happened to me is I realized that when I'm using short form content, I get more impatient with everything, and I just feel unsatisfied when nothing is going in my going according to my plan, right? I just get really impatient and really crude and really how do I say, unreasonable. So I think that is one side effect of these short form content, and like these immediate a dopamine hit that you really get when you're scrolling. And now that I'm done with my makeup, I will use this Puma. No, this is Prami. I'm so sorry. This Prami setting spray to just set everything onto my face. So I recently started using setting spray because yeah, I'll be going to Japan soon, so I kind of need to set everything and lock it in. Whew, okay. This is the hair. This is the look. Yeah. Now I look a lot more presentable. Yeah. So this is what Cherry has been doing with her makeup look. Not much, very subtle, very beginner makeup, but it is working for me, and I hope today's video is a little bit entertaining, enlightening, or thought-provoking, right? And if you have anything you want to say, just let me know in the comment. And until the next time, I'll see you guys. Bye bye.